kings. Have you ever seen your mama crying, wanted to crumble? Have you ever seen your grandma die, your father in the tunnel? He been working for us, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't grateful for it. Yeah, I'm thankful for it. Mama making sure that we got the things that we need, and it's amazing cause she raising 4 black kings. We ain't always had the things that we want, but we always had the things that we need, raising 4 black kings. Have you ever seen your mama crying, wanted to crumble? Have you ever seen your grandma die, your father in the tunnel? He been working for us, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't grateful for it. Yeah, I'm thankful for it. Mama making sure that we got the things that we need, and it's amazing cause she raising 4 black kings.
By the late 19th century, the peninsula of Italy was brought under one flag, unifying the regions into what we now know as Italy. Politically, the country was unified, but the people were not. Decades of internal strife had left widespread poverty. Diseases and natural disasters swept through the new nation, but the nascent government lacked the necessary money and tools to bring aid to the people. Between 1880 and 1920, the economic crisis following Italy's unification worsened and political and social unrest intensified. At the same time, transatlantic transportation became more affordable, and news of American prosperity came to Italy through returning immigrants and U.S. recruiters.
Grandpa, what was it like coming to America?
Well, I came here in 1907. It was about a year after I arrived in America from San Severo that I met your godmother. I remember worrying about coming to America, but knew there was a big community of Italians here, and starting out on Federal Hill made that transition a lot easier. I was very lucky that my family had connections with friends already on Providence. Many of us took the traditions from the old country with us. This made the adjusting easier. Being in a neighborhood like Federal Hill that was filled with Italians who spoke the same language, ate the same foods, had the same fiesta, like the celebration of San Giuseppe Day, made me feel more at home in my new country. When I came to America, I only have $7 in my pocket. I had to work in the jewelry factories and save up money to start the shoe business. I really didn't know what was in store for me, but I knew we had to try to make better life for myself. Back in Italy, my family worried about me. I've learned the family trade of repairing shoes, but with little money at the time. My parents wondered how I would survive with little money in Italy, let alone support a family. They thought that I would have an easier time making a living and starting a life here in America. I was lucky to live fairly close to the port of Napoli. I had learned from other immigrants in America talking about having to travel great distances and spend what little money they had on a hotel that left something to be desired. Many people in my position traveled to America in steerage or third class. It was the cheapest way to go. The trip to America was not easy. I had no idea what it would be like on an ocean liner, how long and challenging that trip would be. You hear stories about the voyage, but nothing prepares you for the challenges. I know people had different experiences than me based on what line they took, the ships they were on, the time of the year, and the weather. A storm in the Atlantic could cause severe sickness. I took a Faber Line ship, the SS Madonna, in the summer. I could not say for sure how many people were in steerage with me, but it was somewhere in the hundreds. We were all in one very large room. It was so cramped and there was not enough or a lot of ventilation. People got seasick. Imagine, we have all in the same room, the same place we spend our days, the same place people will sleep, and people that get sick. It was awful. I felt like I could not breathe well, and I even got sick myself. It was very rough going, so you can imagine what a relief I felt to get into port and get off the ship. Once we got to America, though, there was a long process of being checked for diseases before we could enter. Being in those close quarters, disease could spread quickly. Even though the Faber Line official checked us all before we entered the ship, we had to be checked again more thoroughly upon arrival. As steerage passengers, we were checked inside Ellis Island. The first-class passengers on ships, I heard, were able to stay in their cabins, and the official came to see them. That must have been nice.